right, so I got a few clips that I want to run you through and just talk through them a little bit here. Just a little bit of
I hope I know one of these clips.
well, maybe you could set the stage a little bit. Let's see if I can share my screen here. Here we go. Google Chrome. All right. This
All
guy.
right. So
Yeah, you gotta set the scene a little bit. This is 2016.
yeah, this is 2016. This is the first point of the season. Now, about an hour before this, so I had decided to fly in early to hang with my family, and Kevin Cox, who's also on the Flamethrowers at this time, decided to fly in early too to stay in San Diego. Of course, our entire team decided to fly to LAX during high traffic period and try to make it to a game down in San Diego. And let me just put it this way, Will, you were not happy with me. And I was like, how am I supposed to control this? So our team gets there 25 minutes after the original game start was supposed to happen. They take about 10 minutes to warm up. And then we start again super late. We get into this first point. Of course, we turn it over, right away. And then, Kevin and I were the only warmed up people. So it turned out pretty good. But I remember, let's see, you got the disc swung to like kind of a bit in the end zone.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you want to play it or we can talk through it. But
yeah. I think that's Sam Swink.
Sam Swink. Right? Yeah, go Davis, go Dogs. Sam Swink, if I remember, gets a foot block or a hand block on you, or he gets a piece of the disc.
He definitely got a piece of it.
And I'm guarding Alec, and I know that Alec does not make many, moves. Like he doesn't really try to juke you. He just kind of goes the way he goes. And right. So I tried to force him under, and it worked out to my advantage. Didn't have to play offense again that point, which was wonderful.
Yeah, now we got the little loading wheel here. But yeah, I mean, I specifically remember like, man, we're because we're the underdogs. You guys are the top dogs we're trying to get in here and make a name for ourselves. We get the turn. You guys are late. Seems like everything's working in our favor. And then I throw a nice Callahan right to you on that first point. So
it's so funny too. So I got like quite a few DMs like on Instagram and stuff of people just saying like that was a strip, like you cheated. Right. That was a strip. Right. And I didn't respond to them. I just thought it was so funny because like first thing, it's pretty clear that I had the inside track and I caught it before Alec. But two, it's like what am I supposed to respond to this, ridiculous troll on Instagram? Like what is this?
There we go. Yeah, you can see like Alec took a little flatter route to it, and you're able to get that inside. Yeah, maybe he had a hand on it, but you clearly had the inside.
Yeah, I was pretty pumped. I was pretty jacked after that one. I was like I didn't really know what was going on. I was just like, oh gosh, did we really just do that?
That game turned out to be a pretty epic game too. I think we went down to overtime, I think.
Yeah, that Blade. Yeah, Steven had one of the best blocks I think I've almost ever seen in the ADL.
Yeah, right there at the end.
Was it on Nate? I think it was on Nate.
I don't know. We can fast forward to it.
Yeah, and then Spear, I remember, lays out. He like baited Cody into throwing a terrible up.
Yeah. That was one of those like we were so gassed, and it was like only a few seconds left, and it was like let's just get like I wish I had picked the disc up, or if Cody had just like hucked it 1,000 feet in the air,
Yeah, Cody had it, man. I don't know what he was doing. I do have to say, and one of the reasons I wanted to play for the Growlers is I always was pumped to play in San Diego. It was always like even in college, I loved playing state and squids. It was just I always wanted to wreck you guys. But now I'm happy to be on your team.
Perfect. No, I think we're excited to have you out here. So this might be it. So yeah, this is like end of the game. We're up 1. There's like seconds left.
Dude, he comes off at like 20 yards away.
Yeah,
sick block. And it was funny. The announcer even said, I remember he said something like, a potential game-winning D or something like that. He said that, and I remember all the guys on the sideline were so pissed. We're like, no, that's not game over.
Yeah, it's like there's like 30 seconds left, if that, right now. Like, we got to complete like 2 passes or something, and
this is a hell of a play by Spear to
yeah, I know
that. Oh my gosh,
it's
so sick.
I mean, I think there's a lot of growing that you'll learn that the team has overcome in the last since 4 or 5 years from this, in terms of just playing big game moments and not blowing it. So
really hard, man. It's when you don't have that big game experience, which now the Growlers do. I mean, obviously they went to 2 seasons ago or whatever we're counting the last season as. Going to the Final Four is really hard to do.
right.
Every single year, either whether it be the Spiders or the Flamethrowers, even if we were favored, I mean, it was just a grind in those games. It was so difficult to just win that last game to move on. And I was really pumped to see you guys. I think I texted quite a few of you. I was like, go get it. I was jealous.
Yeah, it was a long time coming. It was good for those guys to kind of get that big win under their belt. And now it feels like we're kind of reloading. I know we got Dallas and Austin now, but I think we can. That's why we brought Greg Cohen in. So.
Hey, I'm here. I've played against those. Come on.
Right, there's one other play in this game that I wanted to walk through. So I think Alamo has a disc about here, and then Flakes is about to get it. And I think this is you covering me downfield. And I just want to talk about how, work on your defense a little bit.
Oh,
so Flakes gets it. I get this big under, and you tackle it. And I didn't have the sound on, but if you hear the whole crowd's like, oh, I don't
that's
know
great.
That.
That's great. I think that's a clean bid. I think you went into my flight path.
Dude, I don't know if you know, I had ACL surgery, and when do you think I tore it?
No way.
No, not really.
Oh my gosh, you can't. You're the worst.
No, but I remember that play because I was always hitting the ground this whole season and leading up to that. So it was like everything on my body was sore, and I was like, damn it, Greg.
Yeah, that was a bad bid. I think most of the time I'm a pretty safe bidder, and I do have good awareness. I just, there are just times it's a really like heavy competition. There are times where it gets bad, and I hate when I do that. And I definitely play the rest of the game pretty conservatively if I end up doing that. It's just, I think it's like, even though people say Ultimate's not a contact sport, there are definitely areas where there is quite a bit of contact. That bid was not cool. And I will not try my best to never do that this season.
I mean, it looked more like you tried to lay up and like lost your balance, and then it looked like I probably slipped a little bit anyways too. It looks worse than it is. So
oh my gosh, you're put me on the spot here, and then you're just gonna let me off easy. Come on. I remember there was the worst one in Oakland that I took out Casey. That's one of my worst bids I've ever had, and I felt terrible. Like it was a backpack, and it was purely because he beat me under by a lot. Bad.
Well, at least the ref will start blowing the whistle on you. So
yeah, there you go. It's not just a foul call of teams screaming at each other and nothing changes.